All right, so go ahead and state your name and tell me your ride. What are we looking at?
My name is Matt Robinson from Temecula, and this is a 2015 Lamborghini Huracan.
So you're officially my first supercar interview, and you're my 50th interview. So I don't know if that means anything to you. It means something to me, I guess.
That's really cool.
Now, go ahead and tell me, supercar, is this your daily, or, I mean, what made you get this car? Is this your pinnacle of your life's achievement? What is it?
So I've always been into cars. Like since I could remember. I mean, always something with engines and Lamborghinis, and I actually started off in this kind of era, if you will, with a Nissan GTR.
Oh, wow.
So I had that. It was all built up, 900 wheel horsepower, and then I got rid of that, and then I got my first truly supercar was a McLaren. Ooh. 570S. Yep. So I had that. Had some things done to it. Had a tune and full exhaust and everything. And then I just always wanted to do. This actually has the Sheepey twin turbo kit on it, and so I just wanted to do that. And this is the best platform for it. So
absolutely. And being from Temecula, I mean, we have them just right down there on Jefferson. So that's pretty cool that you've actually connected with them and had your vehicle worked on. Now, tell me, where did this passion come from? I mean, kind of an older cat, same here, but where did this love of cars come from?
My dad is always, actually into motorcycles. Oh. So Harleys, and always was pointing out cars, and I'm actually from the East. And so I think it was we would see it if we went to like a big city, like, Columbus, Ohio or somewhere like that. And so I think I told my dad that by the time I was 30 years old, I would have a Lamborghini. I missed that mark. However, I did have the GTR.
That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. And then I had the McLaren in my mid-30s. And now I'm 41. So, and I've had this
you
for.
don't look like 41. So
yeah, and
I'm 34.
I've had this for a year and a half. So.
That's pretty amazing. Now, describe to us just what is it like to have a supercar? You've had the McLaren, you have the Lamborghini. What is the day in and day out of owning this vehicle? You don't have to get into specifics, but registration, smog, all the 9.5 yards it takes to even own a car in California.
Yeah, for sure. So one question that I missed before is this is not my daily driver.
Okay, yeah.
I have a Mercedes for a daily driver,
right on.
Which it's not smog legal either. So, no, it's actually not as bad as people think. I do all the oil changes at Sheepey Race.
Okay.
I think it's a couple $100. I just take it there because they're the ones
versus $1,000, $1,200 oil change.
Exactly. I think people, if you take it to Lamborghini, which is fine, but they're definitely going to charge you multi-thousands. It runs on E85.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's not as expensive as pump gas that people are complaining about right now, but it's still, I think I just paid like $4.30 a gallon.
Yeah, versus right now it's upwards of $5.50.
Yeah, I think actually I was in Orange County yesterday and I paid over $7 a gallon. It's a joy to drive. Clearly it turns a lot of heads. I would say definitely it turns way more heads than the McLaren did, because I get people that are not car people that know what a Lamborghini is. Everybody knows what a Lamborghini is.
That makes sense.
Others were like, car people knew about a McLaren, and then some people will come up and say, who makes that? I'm like, well, McLaren. No, man, it's fun. I'll let kids sit in it and
That's
try to
cool,
make their day. And if people want to look at it and look in it, I'm not going to be any kind of like a-hole or too good for them to
that's good, because the stereotype is always there, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you've already had such amazing cars, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years, 15 years in terms of cars, and what are you striving for next? I mean, this is an amazing achievement you have now. What do you see yourself getting into, or you're going to kind of look for maybe some other hobbies or things of that nature?
No, man, I actually, we talk about it as a group. I'm actually in Driven Car Club here in the Inland, Empire, Temecula Valley area. There's like 30 of us that are a close-knit family. I'm going to keep this one for sure, because I really cannot do anything else to it. I've done everything I can possibly do with upgraded the stereo system and the suspension. It has full racing suspension. The twin turbo kit, it's putting down just shy of 1,500 horsepower at the wheels.
Jesus.
So it's pretty fast. Do like 60 to 130 in 3 seconds. So to answer that question, I'm going to expand the garage.
Okay.
I've already got the super fast one, so I don't really need that anymore. So I want to do like another, like a V12 Lamborghini. So I want to do what I really want is the SV Roadster. But you're talking $600,000-$700,000 for that car. So that'll be later in the future. And then we were just talking about it, my buddy D here. We were just talking about, I really like those new 992 GT3s.
Oh man, those things are
but they're going for $300,000 right now.
Yeah.
So I actually drove one 2 weekends ago in Vegas on the racetrack. And super nice car, but that one's inline 6. You can redline it at $9,000 and just beat the crap out of it. And so I also, what I really want to do, which is pretty cool, I haven't told you this yet. What I want to do is I want to do a resto mod like 69 Camaro or something.
Okay, so that's a different direction.
But I want to do a V10 Lambo twin turbo engine in it. So I already talked to Alex at Sheepey, and he said it is doable. So can you imagine that rolling up a 69 Camaro resto mod with a V10 twin turbo? Like that's a game changer.
I guess that's the evolution.
So
that's where we go from there, right? Exactly. Last question, and again, thank you for your time. California, as you may know, is trying to transition to electrification in the next 15 to 20 years. What are your thoughts of electric cars and kind of the future of the car culture?
I appreciate and I respect electric cars. I actually have an allocation for the Rivian SUV.
Oh, dang, nice. Yeah, the R1S or something like that.
Yeah. And so, like the Tesla Plaid, extremely fast. I love the engine noise and the exhaust sound.
I see.
Probably by the time that happens, I think they said, 2035?
That's their goal, yeah.
My wife and I probably won't be here. We'll probably be in like Tennessee or somewhere like that. You could have
make all your money here and then retire out there.
So I get it. I understand. I just don't agree with like being forced to do it. If you want an electric car, that's great. If you like it, I like it for two things. They're fast, and it drives itself.
Yeah.
Like those are the two big reasons why I do like the electric cars, because of the software. With that being said, I'm not like, we're definitely an engine family.
Definitely.
But I do have, like I said, I have the Rivian on allocation. It'll probably be coming middle of next year. My wife has a Range Rover Sport right now, so we may end up trading in the Range Rover and just having the Rivian, but we don't know yet though. So,
no.
But I get it. It's California is all about that.
And New York just trying to follow in our footsteps now. So
I mean,
no, your answer is not unheard of,
Sure.
And I think especially at a pop-up car meet here, I mean that's what we're kind of all about. And I always like to ask that question as a last question to kind of gauge where is the future of California's car culture at the end of the day, And you just can't beat the sound and the infrastructure. And hell, I'm in Menifee, and we had a scheduled blackout like a month ago before that heat wave coming out. So I mean it's crazy, and I guess we'll have to see by the time, I still need to work another 30 years before I can retire. So I got to see what I can do and what I can keep now before I can move out of state. So I really appreciate your time. I'm just going to do a walk around with my GoPro and just get a little bit if I can. And thank you again. Any shout outs you wanted to give out?
I would just say shout out to Driven Car Club. That's my family, my other family, if you will. So we have a close-knit group of guys, and the wives get together, the kids get together. We do things not just with cars, but we also do barbecues, and we take annual Vegas trip. And I mean, it's a true family. So I definitely give a shout out to my squad.
There it is. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for your time.
You got it, man.